Welcome back. Condemning the damaging and embarrassing WikiLeaks, US Ambassador to India Timothy Roma, in his first response on camera to Ndtv-Hindu's executive editor Sanjay Pinto, says, "Judge America by what we do and not by tidbits of cables doing the rounds on the internet." Now, Roma has also complimented the Indian response to these leaks, calling it responsible, constructive and mature.
Coming close on the heels of that brilliant visit of the President to India, do you think it's a little embarrassing and damaging at this stage?
We strongly condemn their impact on our ability to conduct diplomacy.
Cold start doctrine that is attributed to you, and some comments that you made about India's willingness to do that, to that limited penetration, limited deterrent effect within 72 hours of a crisis. Also, another supplementary question. Mrs. Clinton is supposed to have said that India is a self-styled front-runner of the UN Security Council seat. Do you think this is actually making us do a foxtrot on these two issues?
The President had an historic and seminal visit to the Great Republic of India. He talked about unequivocal support for India's seat on the United Nations, a permanent seat on the United Nations Council. It's not little tidbits of information that might be floating out there on the internet. It's what you do. We have a saying from where I'm from in the Midwest of the United States. It's not what you say, it's what you do. It's what action you take. That should be, and that is the focus of what our mission works on. I would compliment, highest compliment to the Indian government for their reaction to these supposed leaks. It's been highly responsible, deeply constructive, and very mature.
Is anything being done or contemplated as far as arresting the effect of these leaks? Any damage control?
Sanjay, you asked a good question. The important question as a former member of the 9/11 Commission, first of all, you need to stop the leaks from taking place, and we have in incarceration somebody that we believe is responsible for it. We hope to vigorously prosecute this person.
Critics would wonder as to why America is so interested in India's military strategy. Some even go to the extent of saying, is the US batting for Pakistan?
When the President was in India, the President talked about a cancer that is in Pakistan, and that Pakistan needs to address this cancer, be more focused on it, be less focused on India, and more focused on their internal threat of groups like Al-Qaeda and the Haqqani Network and Lashkar-e-Taiba. The President in this new Woodward book is quoted as saying in the Oval Office to President Zardari of Pakistan, he says very directly, in quotes, "I will not be part of any kind of military buildup against India." Take him at his word.
Ambassador Patterson's, again, the cable which talks about a certain sense of nervousness about the growing sale of arms sale to India, because it might kind of fuel the Pakistan establishment's paranoia and might actually push them closer to certain groups in Afghanistan and also the terrorist groups there.
Look, what has the President done? If there are some postulations or some rumors or some pieces of cables or advice that say that somebody somewhere in the world is worried about the US and the India governments becoming closer and becoming global partners, what has happened as a result of that tidbit of advice or that position? The President came to India and announced in historic ways that his vision of the US-India relationship was even a closer one, was one of more global cooperation, was one of more intelligence sharing.
The United States called itself a human rights champion of the world. But what's happening in Sri Lanka, the genocide that's been happening in Sri Lanka, and even today there are gory visuals that have in fact made it to almost all television channels across the country, showing images of abuse, of even journalists being massacred. How does the United States react to these things?
The United States since 2009 has devoted more than $33 million in humanitarian assistance.
Well, we have some special guests in our studios this evening, and again, I won't take the thunder away from you, Sanjay, so it's over to you. Sanjay, you've had a busy day today. First, diplomatic, again, talk with the US Ambassador here to India, Timothy Roma, and now a quick chat also about the cinematic delights to look forward to this weekend. Again, what more can we look forward to?
Well, Ashwin, life as a journalist can be extremely exciting, and you can go from one end to the other. In fact, Preetika Rao Manikandan and Mr. Gurudev join us. They are the crew of and cast and crew of Chikkabuku. And in fact, Ashmut, I'm going to tell you, Preetika is actually going to teach you some Tamil at the end of this bulletin.
Right, so that's something to watch out for. We'll bring you that in just a while. But of course, camaraderie, not just off it, but also on it. Kollywood stars lead the way. We'll tell you all about that in just a little while.